Hey everybody, Steve Ritter. Again, it's time for Cooking with the Colonel again. So it's another special night here. I'm making something special for the ravishing Mrs. Ritter again. So this is another one of our three-part, meals. Tonight's the first part, and I'm gonna make some potatoes au gratin. So what's the difference between potatoes au gratin and scallop potatoes? Well, one's French and the other one's not. No, I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but potatoes au gratin, a little more fancy. Both are cooked in a milk cream sauce, slow cooked over time in the oven. It's delicious. The au gratin's got a little more cheese to it. So I'm gonna make potatoes au gratin tonight. Follow-on video. I'm also going to have some roasted asparagus with a like a lemon zest and Parmesan cheese. Can't wait to try that. And the third part is going to be, I'm going to reverse sear a steak again. The last video I did, which may be here, is the reverse seared dry aged steak. So they were out of dry aged steak at the thing. The ravishing Mrs. Ritter liked that so much, she said, I want another one. And I'm like, well, your wish is my command, my queen. So we went to the store the other day, and they were out of the dry aged steak, so I had to get the regular steak. So I'm going to reverse sear that regular steak and see if it's the same, if it's the technique or was it the meat. So that's a little bit of an experiment, so you can check that out and see. But we'll get cracking right into it. So I'm using some potatoes. All the ingredients are down below. Look right down below, down there. There's the ingredients and the directions. And on your way down, there's a thumb that does like that. See it coming in from the side here. So make sure you hit that. All right. So like that. And if you haven't joined, come on, neighbor, come on and join and subscribe. If you haven't already, come check it out. So I used yellow Yukon Gold potatoes. That's what I'm using. You can use Russett potatoes. I'm going to try it with Yukon Gold, see how this goes. So I've kind of got a little bit of a head start here, but what you want to do is go ahead and cut these up. Let me go ahead and angle this down now here. So you want to do is cut. If I can get this to keep from falling over here. This camera stand about had it. So what I want to do is quarter these up. So I cut the potato in half, and if you can see it, I'm going to try to get it so the bowl doesn't cover it up. My technique cutting them, I just do the old claw method here. So I cut and I run the knife along the top of my knuckles here. So I just want to cut it in quarter inch slices. So one of the things you want to do is try to cut them all the same size so that they'll all cook at the same rate. That's a little cooking hack that I picked up from MasterChef. So, and I cut these up. And what we're going to do is we'll layer these along with the cream sauce that we're going to make with it. I've got my oven preheated. It's all ready to go. I can feel the heat coming off of it right now. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So I cut those up. I'm going to put these over in my little dish here so you can see. Like I said, I kind of did a little pre-work ahead of time here, so you don't have to sit here and watch me blather on. I want to also, it calls for 1 large clove. I got 2 smaller size. You want to just press these. Like I said, just take the flat of your knife and press them hard. All right, which makes it real easy to peel. Garlic is so good. I made a video the other day of roasted garlic, which turned out very nice. So this is going to go out on the grain space out there. Maybe it'll keep the deer away. Maybe they're Italian deer and they like garlic. I don't know. So I'm just pressing these up here. That releases a lot of these oils and stuff. I'm gonna put it in my mixing bowl. And now I want to go ahead and make the so I want to beat together my other ingredients here. So what I'm going to do is go with 1 cup of heavy cream. So I'm just using some this Land O'Lakes heavy cream here. And I'm not using it for my coffee. So we'll put a cup in here. There's a cup. And we want to go with a 1/2 cup of, let me find the right cup. 1/2 cup of milk. Now I'm not entirely sure that I have a whole 1/2 cup here, or that I have that I'm going to have enough. Doubt is high. Milk's getting down towards the bottom. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So 1/2 cup of just regular old whole milk. Very nice. And then I want to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is just pink Himalayan salt. So I like to kind of grind it in the cap here. Flip it over. And then I'll just kind of finagle it into this. It's a little bit more than what I need. So there's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. See how that works out. That looks about right. Maybe a little bit more than 1/8, but heavy on pepper. So the garlic in there, cream, milk, and then I want to go with a tablespoon and a half of flour. I got just regular all-purpose flour, and it goes 1/2 tablespoon. So a tablespoon and a half of flour, and let's see. I want to mix that together just until it's combined. That garlic is going to get in there and infuse in with the cream and the milk. Let me check my idiot sheet here and make sure I got everything. Yeah. All right. So just enough till it's kind of mixed. Get that sketch around the side there. Good. All right, now let's set this to the side. Now I've got a nice, so you want a nice covered casserole dish. This is, a lot of y'all have been asking about these. This is some Polish pottery that the ravishing Mrs. Ritter picked up years ago. We were stationed in Germany. So you can see here it's handmade over there, and they hand painted over there. It's pretty, we love them. And they're great for cooking in the oven, or the bowls are great for cereal and all that. So I got a tablespoon of butter, softened butter, and I want to just kind of grease the inside of this with the butter. Just kind of run it around. Because you know, everything is better with butter, right? So get that all in there. Doesn't have to be real pretty. Awesome. Now I want to start taking my potatoes and start layering them in here on the bottom. So put the potatoes first. You know, there's probably a spell out a message here with these. Hope everybody's doing all right. We talked with with my oldest boy the other day. He's doing fine. He's just about to wrap up his deployment. It's been a long one. He's been on a boat since March, on a Navy destroyer since March, and he's about ready to finish up there. So nice little layer along the bottom here. Just kind of get a layer going. And then what I want to do is just enough of this, and I'm just going to kind of keep layering it. So I'll put a little bit of this over top of it. Okay, and put another layer of potatoes on here. Layer this up. So those of you, I've had some help from the French speakers there out there. Au gratin. What does that mean in French? That's your homework. So come back when you can tell me. leave me a comment. there, so put a little bit more. So what I cut up, I ended up cutting up about 4, well, I cut up 5 because some of them were a little smaller than the other ones. Just kind of layer this on. Cream. Some more potatoes. Now you want to be careful not to get the cream mixture too high, because it may bubble up. So all right, so I got enough for one more layer here. It's my first time making this. A little nervous. There's our garlic. Get that in there. I want to make sure that's in there. That's good. We'll put those last few potatoes in. So I ended up using all of them here. So, you know, if you got a big family and you got a big casserole dish, you're gonna have to cut more potatoes up. You're probably gonna have to double the cream mixture too. Okay. And so we layered it on there, and what we're going to do now, clean the hands off here, is cover it, and we'll put it in the oven, 400 degrees, for 20 minutes. So we'll cover it up, put it in for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back. So we'll be right back. So in the oven it goes. All right, so it's been 20 minutes now for their potatoes. They've been cooking for 20 minutes at 400 degrees covered. I'm going to go ahead and just take the cover off now. Coming along. Ooh, they're smelling good now. And I'm going to put it back in, and I'm going to cook it another 40 minutes uncovered. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to grate up some cheddar cheese. And let me turn this around here. I'm going to grate up some cheddar cheese. I'm going to get my parsley ready. And that's about it. So we're going to check back here in 40 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, so it's been 40 minutes now on the potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and take those out real quick. Oh, they smell amazing. That garlic really permeates all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and smell that garlic. So 40 minutes, here's what it's looking like now. Now I've got about 1.5 cups, well, probably closer to 2 cups of grated sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to just put this over the top. Spread it around, try to get it even. Oh, that smells amazing. Potatoes browned up real nice on the top. I've got the cheese here. I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes, just long enough for the cheese to melt. You know, if you like a nice melted cheese top, like a crusty cheese top, then you can put it in a little longer than that. So 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to put that back in, and then we'll put a little parsley on it, and we'll be done. So I'll be right back. All right, so it ended up being a little bit less than 5 minutes, but it was just long enough to get the cheese melted here. So I kind of set it out, let it cool a little bit, because I don't want to burn my mouth yet again, as I seem to always do. The final little touch is put a little parsley on the top. I didn't have any fresh parsley, because that's what I ended up taking out of my front porch garden. Ripped all that up, because that was about gone. But so I had some dried parsley, but this is the potatoes au gratin. Oh, that looks good. So let me angle this up here so you can see me try it. Proof that I didn't keel over and die. Oop, turn that over. Okay, so here we go. So potatoes au gratin. Creamy. It's got the garlic infused through it. Tastes good, and then the cheddar on top. Still hot. So, hope you enjoyed the video. And more coming. I've got the asparagus, the roasted asparagus coming. Got the reverse seared steaks coming. Videos to follow. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. This is mine. Make yours, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you try it, and if you got any suggestions to improve it too, I'm all ears. So in the meantime, this is Colonel signing off. Over and out. See you next time.